I'm not gonna sit on the phone with a woman that I know is cheating with my man. I'm just not gonna do that. Watching them interact, watching them have conversations, is like watching her teach this woman how she wants them to operate. And I said that to her. I just really can't sit in a room with someone that will lie to my face.
Hold on to your wigs, because things just went nuclear on the Love and Marriage Huntsville set. Destiny Payton and Letitia Scott, two women who once called each other sisters, just exploded in a jaw-dropping brawl that had everyone on set either running for cover or grabbing popcorn. And baby, this wasn't no regular shouting match. Hands were almost thrown, chairs were flying, and even water bottles were caught in the crossfire. It got so out of hand that the big boss himself, Carlos King, had to shut it all down before somebody ended up bleeding or worse, canceled. Word on the street is this wasn't some petty argument over hair or shade. Nope, this blow up had been simmering for months. Ever since those sly side eyes and not so subtle digs started sneaking their way into cast events, Destiny, who's been trying to hold it together while navigating her own emotional mess, decided she was done being fake. Meanwhile, Letitia wasn't about to let anyone punk her on camera. Allegedly, Destiny had enough of Letitia always cozying up to the same folks, dragging her name through the dirt behind closed doors. Letitia, on the other hand, swore Destiny was playing both sides. One face for the camera, another behind everyone's back. When these two finally faced off during filming, it was like watching TNT meet gasoline. All it took was one look, one wrong word, a shove happened, then bam, chairs tumbling, water bottles launched like missiles, crew members diving out of the way. And before anyone could yell cut, Carlos King stormed in, shut it all down, and delivered a no-nonsense warning. One more fight and both of y'all are done.
Here we go. Talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry. It's a business trip.
But how did these two go from besties to enemies in full gladiator mode? Believe it or not, Destiny and Letitia used to be tighter than Spanx. Back when the group was crumbling during Melody Holt's marital disaster, Destiny and Letitia were each other's emotional support system. They both knew heartbreak, betrayal, and public scrutiny. They leaned on each other like sisters, bonded over motherhood and ambition, and swore to lift each other up in the spotlight. When Destiny was catching flack for how she treated Melody, Letitia defended her without blinking. And when Letitia's marriage to Marceau was being dragged through the mud, Destiny had her back every single time. But then the air changed. Subtle shade began floating in, especially when Destiny's beauty supply store started struggling. Suddenly, Letitia's supportive words started sounding more like low-key jabs, little concerned comments that stung. Destiny started feeling that burn and began emotionally checking out. But the real betrayal? Letitia warming back up to Melody, the very woman both she and Destiny used to drag together over wine and girl talk. Destiny couldn't believe her eyes. After all the tears, the rants, and the she's so fake talks, now Letitia wanted to play nice with Melody. Destiny felt stabbed right in the back with a fake smile dagger. Letitia claimed it was just being polite for the group's sake. Destiny wasn't buying that mess. From then on, she kept it all surface. No heart, no warmth, just cold stares and camera-ready lines. Letitia felt the chill and came at Destiny behind the scenes like, girl, if you got a problem, speak on it. I'm done with this dry energy. Destiny didn't hold back. She threw the ultimate clap back. Girl, your storyline sabotaged itself. Ouch, that hit deep. Letitia's marriage drama had been making headlines on its own. Cheating rumors, tearful interviews, you name it. So Destiny dragging her like that? Yeah, it was war. Fast forward to a sunny girl power event hosted by a new cast member. Everything looked perfect, mimosas, high heels, and fake laughs, but under the glam was a battlefield waiting to ignite. Destiny walked in late, and Letitia was already on high alert. Someone raised a glass to real sisterhood, and Destiny didn't even try to hide her eye roll. Letitia shot back, say it with your chest. And Destiny, she was ready. I've been saying it, you're just too fake to hear it. Boom. Letitia stepped forward, calling Destiny jealous and bitter. Destiny delivered the death blow. At least I'm not out here letting my man cheat while I pretend to be a boss. And that was it. Letitia lunged. Destiny stood and swung. Chaos erupted. Security jumped in. Heels snapped. Voices screamed. It was pure mayhem. And through all the yelling and chaos, Someone shouted, "Call Carlos." And honey, Carlos King arrived furious. He didn't walk, he stormed in. One look at the destroyed set, the ripped dresses, and the tear-streaked faces, and Carlos wasn't asking questions. He took producers into a trailer and reviewed the raw, unedited footage. And there it was. Proof of the explosive physical altercation. No denying, no editing it out. It was all on tape. Carlos returned to the chaos with Destiny and Letitia standing apart like boxers in a ring, security on edge. He didn't raise his voice, but the chill in his tone, ice cold. "This is not what we do," he said, and then he dropped the hammer. "One more slip like this and you're both out, no second chances." And you better believe everyone heard it loud and clear. Carlos wasn't just protecting his brand, he was protecting the Love and Marriage name, the entire OWN network, and everybody's job on that set. This wasn't fun and games drama anymore. This was a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Does it hurt you that she's around your children?
It does not hurt me, no. More than anything, I go into protective mode. Like, I'm never going to trust someone who adored my family setup so much that they worked their ass off to come between it. Of course, with the help of him, but still.
Hey, our children are perfectly fine.
Like I said, for me, knowing that they are around someone who has said such nasty and vile things about their mother
and about when all those babysitters that you had, 11 babysitters
who said multiple things
you know
about their father.
11
See how he
babysitters.
defends her?
Because I
He's
can only
bringing up
imagine
something
all
directly
those
at me when I'm
babysitters that
talking
you had,
about a
you know?
person who has for years, as he knows, tried to torture and come in between our marriage, DMing me. See, he knows all of those things, and I could keep going. So when he sits there and tries to defend, how
As soon as the chaos hit the network, the OWN legal team jumped into gear like hounds on a scent. Suddenly, that dusty conduct clause in everyone's contract, oh, it mattered now. That clause said physical aggression, any aggression, meant termination, period. Lawyers started digging, not just into this brawl, but into past incidents, shady social media posts, even stuff that went down off camera. OWN wasn't here for the mess. They were here to protect themselves from lawsuits, headlines, and PR disasters. Behind closed doors, the producers whispered about suspensions. They pulled out emergency backup cast lists just in case. Because even though Carlos gave that warning on camera, everyone could tell OWN might already be choosing sides. And here's where it gets tricky. From a legal point of view, Letitia stepped forward first. But Destiny, whoo, she's got a history. Melody, Kimmy, Stormy, drama seems to follow her like a shadow. Some say she's the problem, others say she's just real. And in reality TV, real equals ratings. Rare is real equals answery, and annoying is put. Meanwhile, Letitia's always been the so-called pillar of the franchise, loyal wife, boss lady, the one who keeps it together. But lately, even she's cracking under the pressure. That Marceau drama never stops, and defending herself constantly has made her way more combative. So Carlos is caught in a tight spot. Keep the chaos that trends, or clean house and risk the show getting stale, just when everyone thought.
This morning,
Better than you.
I am here at
What's that? What is that?
the Madison County Courthouse. About to turn myself in. And look who's always with me. My dad.
Okay.
My rider. Always. I hate this for him more than anything.
Me too.
Thing through it all is I've learned that I'm one of God's strongest soldiers.
Thought the storm had passed. Boom, another twist. Hours after the dust settled on set, a mysterious DM surfaced, and let's just say it had the entire LAMH production team clutching their pearls. Someone anonymously messaged that Destiny wasn't going down without a fight. Oh no, sis had receipts. Not just texts, but voice notes, video clips, and DMs that could allegedly ruin Letitia's entire public image. This wasn't just petty gossip. This was career-ending stuff. Word is, some of those alleged voice notes are of Letitia trash-talking other cast members, naming names, spilling secrets. There's even said to be private business convos that totally contradict her whole boss babe persona. And even more chilling, footage from off-mic, stuff that never aired. And here's where it gets messy. If Destiny really leaks all this, it won't just hit Letitia. It could drag in other castmates and OWN staff. Now Carlos King and the network are faced with a new dilemma. Do they risk keeping Destiny and her chaos? Or risk a possible scandal if they boot her and she detonates her vault of receipts? Suddenly, Destiny's got leverage. The very same woman producers labeled unpredictable now holds a ticking time bomb. And just like that, the power dynamic shifts. Own can't move too fast without risking a PR nightmare. Destiny might be hot-tempered, but she's got ammunition. Carlos wasn't about to let things spiral. He picked up the phone and called both Destiny and Letitia personally. No assistants, no camera crew, just real talk. He told them point blank, "We're filming an on-camera sit-down and y'all will face this." This wasn't about TV ratings anymore. This was about damage control. Carlos wanted accountability, and he made it clear, either they speak now or OWN will speak for them. Meanwhile, the network quietly went into overdrive. Executives ordered producers to rewatch old seasons. Yep, they're combing through footage looking for red flags they might have missed. Fights, threats, shade, everything's being reviewed. Nothing's safe. This isn't just about Destiny and Letitia anymore. It's about whether the show's entire structure needs a shakeup. New rules are on the table, stricter contracts, security enhancements, and even conflict coaches on set. OWN's not playing. They've seen what happens when reality TV gets too real, and they're not trying to be the next scandal trending on Twitter for the wrong reasons. Meanwhile, the fans, they're loud and divided. Social media lit up like wildfire. One fan wrote, "Destiny has every right to pop off. Letitia's been shady too long. Fake don't last forever." Another said, "Letitia always plays victim. Destiny might be dramatic, but at least she's real." People are taking sides, and it's creating a whole new level of buzz for Love and Marriage Huntsville. But that buzz comes with baggage, and Carlos King knows that. Because what started as a spicy moment for reality TV turned into a full-on crisis. Friendships shattered, secrets exposed, legal teams scrambling, and the question everyone's asking now, whose side are you on? Should Carlos risk it all and keep both women for the drama? Or clean house and protect the brand? Drop your thoughts, because one thing's for sure, this fight wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. And the real drama, it's still coming.